gotta travel 25 miles per hour everywhere you go. And that just got me to.
Now, I wasn't going to speak on this, but I'm glad that she spoke on this. And what she is saying is that people are complaining that in Washington, D.C., that the traffic is way worse in Washington, D.C. And they look like it is bringing it over to Maryland. Now, I live in Baltimore, and I noticed that the traffic in Baltimore is a lot worse. Like now, you can't go no more than 35 miles per hour. They are creating all of these bus lanes, they are creating all of these bike lanes, and then it's impossible for you to make a hard left turn because they got these plastic cones to where as though you have to make a wide turn. And I do notice that it basically messes up the traffic where though it takes you longer to get where you need to go because you can only go no more than 35 miles per hour. And if you go over 10 miles per hour, you get like a $500 fine. Now the traffic lights is much longer. And I'm going to explain to y'all why this is going on. And a lot of y'all might not believe me, but this is about to be all over the United States. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but this is what I feel that is about to go on. Right now, y'all have to understand that we are now being controlled by AI, right? So if they can control the narrative of how we drive, they are now about to distill cameras all over the traffic lights, all over the street lights. So if they can control how many miles per hour that we go, they can have a more eye on what we are doing. See, if I'm driving down the street at 35, 40, 50 miles per hour, it is going to be hard to track my vehicle. It is going to be harder to track my tags. But if I'm doing less than 35 miles per hour and I am going more into a robotic motion in the way that I drive, it is more easier for cameras to come to feed down on me and can see what I am doing. Remember back a year and a half, 2 years ago, when they had the fluorescent lights, they had the purple and bluish lights to where as though it can basically see through your body. And that is still going on too. It's just that nobody is talking about it. Remember about a year and a half, 2 years ago, when a lot of the street lights was now like bluish purple, and people was wondering why that was going on. And the reason why a lot of these lights are bluish purple ultraviolet lights is because if you have the chip on you, if you have the mark on you, if you go under that light, you know how when you go to a club and in order for the club people to know that you paid, they put a clear stamp on you and you put your hand under the light and you can see the club logo on your hand. So that's how it is with the light. They had it all in the buses. They had it all on the street light. They had them everywhere and they still are building them up. It's just that people is no longer talking about it. So the fact that no one is talking about it, they think that it disappeared. But you still are going to see these lights because if you don't have the mark, it is easy for you to say, oh yeah, I have the mark, right? But they can tell if you lying or not because when you go under these lights, that chip or that mark is going to shine every time when you go over the lights. So right now, we are about to be controlled. Remember what I said. We are about to be a dictatorship, Zionist country where everything is about to be controlled from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep. Our cars is going to be controlled. Our money is going to be controlled. The way that we do and consume things is going to be controlled. So right now, if they can control our driving, we are going to be driving this way. It's like a program. So they can monitor how we drive and they can monitor the miles per hour. They can monitor where we are going. They can see who's in the car. They can see where you are going. They can see the tag. They can see every single thing. So they can't do it if we are driving reckless. They can't do it if we driving fast. We have to be doing things in the order. And I saw a couple of weeks ago when this lady went inside of a store, and she made a mistake and dropped something, and it went behind the counter. And when it went behind the counter, she looked at the surveillance camera, and she noticed that everybody that was in the surveillance camera had a box on them. But some people didn't have a box on them. And come find out, the ones that had a box on them, they were previous thefts that had been in the store before, that had stolen something out of the store before. So the video camera was able to take the face and the body of these people and mark them. So the people that work in the store automatically knows, okay, this person already stole out of the store before, because they are marked. And these people is wandering through the store and don't even know that the camera is really set on them, because they are already marked. So right now, it's about to be a ton of cameras that is going to be all in our skies, it's going to be all in our lights, and it's going to monitor the way that we drive. So if you were told that you were only supposed to go 30 miles per hour and you go 35, they can have enough control to where so they can cut your car completely off. Because if all of these cars are electric, then that means the person that created these cars, the person that programmed these cars, they can cut them off with just a simple button where they are without even being pulled up. Because to be real honest, my personal opinion, they no longer going to need police officers. Police officers is no longer going to be needed. I truly believe that. It's no longer going to be police officers. I truly believe it's going to come to a point. I don't think it's going to be no time soon, but it's going to be to a point where AI robots and drones are going to be the new law enforcement. It's no longer going to be human man. And I truly believe that what they are doing is they are programming. Remember when we had the COVID vaccine, the pandemic, and how they wanted all of us to be 3 feet away from each other? We couldn't be close up on one. See, they were basically programming us back then. The same thing that they did with the vaccine, the same thing that they did with COVID, they are doing it now. They are programming us so that case we are not aware of it, but they are basically programming us now to get immune to the new system. So when the new system finally comes, we already immune to driving 30 miles per hour and making certain amount of turns, because we are so used to doing it until we're not even aware that we are being watched. So everything that they did back in 2020, that is only resurfacing now, because now we are headed into the mark. We are headed into the controlment. We are headed into the dictatorship on how they want things to be. So traffic is going to be extremely worse, because this is their way of keeping their eyes on the way that we drive. This is their way of keeping in control on how we live and how we drive. And it's only going to get worse, because at the end of the day, United States is about to be a dictatorship country where everything is going to be dictated to you. Everything will be told to you. You will not have your own mind. You will not have your own freedom. You will not have your own free will. When you get your money, it is going to be controlled how you spend it, where you spend it, why you spend it. All of that is going to be controlled. So all I'm going to say is that if y'all was to take this mark, the only thing that I'm going to tell y'all is that if you allow yourself to take this mark, you basically gave away your freedom. You basically gave away your free will. You will no longer have the freedom to say or do whatever you want for the rest of your life. You will be controlled from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. They're going to put Wi-Fi systems in your home to where you don't even have to worry about the TV or your phones or your mirrors watching you. They're going to have it to where they already have this technology now where they can literally look through your house. So right now, we are about to be a dictatorship where nothing will be in your control anymore. This is why we got to wake up and we have to break this system now.